Hi guys, Jared here, and today I want to talk about Perception. It's a really unique looking game that's being developed by ex-BioShock and BioShock Infinite developers. They formed their own studio and they've got a Kickstarter going out right now, and it's a really unique concept. You play as a female character who's blind, and you're trying to make your way into this mansion. I don't know exactly all the details yet, but when you're inside this mansion, there's this presence that's basically haunting you, or hunting you rather, and you're trying to, I don't know if you're trying to escape or stop the presence or exactly what you're doing, but what's unique about it is in the gameplay. Since you're blind, you don't see anything. The screen is black. And in order to make objects appear, sort of Daredevil style, you have to make noise. So you have like your walking stick and you'll bang it down on the floor and it'll make like an echo. And it will bounce off and ricochet off of all the different objects, and you sort of get like this brief moment of sight. It looks really, really unique, and I have a feeling that this could actually be petrifying. This could be a real, true horror experience. And unfortunately for the developer, there's also another game that we just found out is actually being made. I think it's called Blind. Same exact kind of concept, and it's crazy how that happened, where there were two different developers working on their own. They didn't know about the other person or the other team's project, and yet they ended up with something very, very similar. Anyways, I don't know why I say unfortunately. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Both games are going to be unique in their own right. But we're coming down to the end of the Kickstarter for Perception, and I just wanted to sort of shine a light on the project. I'm actually really excited about it. It looks really, really interesting. And I know that over the last year or two, Kickstarter has gotten a little bit beaten up, because the thing is with it, you're essentially paying for something that isn't made yet. And there's been a lot of cases where people have been burnt, and burnt pretty badly, where, like, for example, here, I'm paying for this, right? This is what I'm expecting. Here's some concept art of what it's going to look like, and then in the end it ends up looking like this, right? These are not the same thing. And with video games, this has been happening more and more and more lately, where you wanted something, but they messed up, let's say, with the budget, and it just never came to fruition, or the product had to really change scope and change just everything about it in order to get the game released. And there's even been games where the developer just, that's it, they just went belly up and that was it. They couldn't finish the product, so you paid all this money and there was nothing, like there was no actual tangible good. So I know that a lot of people are always, like, you know, a little iffy with things like this, and yeah, absolutely, I don't blame them. I tend to only put real money on, and by real money I mean like $100 or more, on companies that I know have a track record, like companies like Double Fine, In Exile, those guys, like the Bard's Tale, for example. I only put in like $25 or whatever, but you know that if you were to put, say, $200 into that game, you know that they will deliver because they already have. But with this, with Perception, it's a really small, you know, group, and when I'm filming this, they're about 57% through their Kickstarter, and there's about 18 days left. So when you watch this, it's probably going to have already been like another week, and I hope that that the game actually comes out, but that it actually gets funded, because it looks really, really unique. Currently, it's only going to be available for Steam, but if they do reach, you know, some of their higher goals, then it could, you know, it could actually go on the PlayStation 4, for example. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to very quickly just talk a little bit about that. I actually think it looks really, really unique, and I'm looking forward to it. So what do you think of the concept, and what do you think of the game from what you've seen? Leave a comment, let me know. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for now. So I guess, as always, I'll see you all in the next video.